Welcome back to Pop Trigger, everybody. This is an interesting story. What is this John McCain joke and why are people freaking out about it? We'll tell you right now. For starters, you should know who John McCain is. John McCain is a former prisoner of war who, since coming back from being held in Vietnam, where he can no longer even pull his arms above his shoulders because they tortured him so much, he ran for president. He is one of the longest serving senators in the United States Senate. And now he has brain cancer and he's fighting through it. But there was discussion, it leaked that he doesn't want Donald Trump at his funeral, should that happen at any time soon. One of the reasons being that Donald Trump during the campaign said, I don't think John McCain is a hero. I like people who weren't captured. So that's the background of it. Now, there was a story that John McCain would oppose the woman who's nominated to head the CIA because of her previous association with torture. And when that kind of sentiment was passed around the White House, it has been leaked that White House aide Kelly Sattler allegedly joked to colleagues in an internal White House meeting, he's dying anyway, why do we care? And people were like, oh my God, how dare she, how dare she? We wanna know what you guys think, 5 words or less.
Sad joke from Sattler. Surprise? No, not really.
Sattler looks like she has saddlebags.
Not guilty. This doesn't bother me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain.
Because she said it in a private meeting, and it was a terrible, terrible, shady joke. But like the idea that she should lose her job because she used like gallows humor in a, albeit probably not funny way. The reports also said that it fell flat in the room. Like the idea that we should be angry any more than like what an idiot at Kelly Sattler, to me,
right,
is ludicrous. It's absolutely crazy. Like you watch Veep and people who work in politics say that's what it's most like. Just people saying the worst stuff all the time because they're dealing with the biggest, highest stakes problem. It's the only way.
I think so Meghan McCain was on The View this morning and she had said that one of the biggest issues is that there was no apology because I don't think she should lose her job either, but there should be an apology. And Meghan McCain, you know, being a public figure, and her father having a rare brain cancer, and then this affecting her family. Right. That's the problem here. That's the issue here. But I don't know if you guys can see that clip of The View. It's on YouTube. It came out this morning. But Meghan McCain brought some really cool positivity to the situation, where she said that May is Brain Cancer Awareness Month, and so Gray Lives Matter, things of that nature. I agree with you, Brett. She shouldn't be fired, but I do think there should be an apology. And also, what I don't like is how people affiliated or associated are not wanting to give an apology either. They're saying, no one's holding anyone accountable. And I think someone needs to come out and say, we didn't mean to make that joke, even though it was made privately, fine. We say a lot of crazy privately, but it was leaked, it came out, own it, Lisa Rinna, own it.
I mean,
break the tie.
Privately or not, I don't think that she should be fired. It doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me more is that this speaks to a bigger issue, which is like this kind of language and this kind of behavior within the White House is normal and okay. And to me, that's the biggest problem, is that like, it's okay. It was a joke. Like that to me is a bigger problem, that like this behavior, the way people speak about other people in the White House, this is normal now. That bothers me.
Always, already has cussed like this in the White House, in this context.
It just hasn't gotten out.
It has gotten out. Listen to the Watergate tapes. Nixon's dropping S-bombs, F-bombs, weird ass like anti-Semitic slurs and crap. Like they always do this behind the scenes. It's just, this is a distraction in a weird rhetorical place the conversation has gone to. Right. The stuff that Trump said when he said, I like people who don't get captured, that's what's messed up. And we want to get to that line of argument. I think we undercut ourselves when we say, listen, this is how it is. I can't believe it's gotten this crazy. No. It has always been this dirty and weird and gallows humory and crazy behind the scenes in the White House. And in every single, maybe not this specific kind of joke, but people are saying terrible stuff behind the scenes all the time.
They are, but if you look at even before Trump got elected, the whole thing with E! Entertainment when he said, you can just grab a woman by, you know what I mean? Like that was even before he got elected. And the fact that as Americans, we were fine with that and we put him in the White House, we're okay with that. And yes, I'm sure like you're saying, things are probably said all the time that are terrible that we don't even get to hear. But the fact that we heard that before he was even elected, and we're like, this is bad, but okay, sure.
And that's kind of the point I'm getting to is like, we are so like, we've gotten over this terrible thing.
Right.
That we feel terrible. And now everything that happens, we make it the most terrible thing.
Yeah,
because we just feel terrible and don't know what to do with it.
Right.
I think we are pretty desensitized. I relate a lot to Daron's 5 words where it's like, I'm not surprised. I think in part is because just, I know about Watergate, and also like I do watch Veep, and it does feel very real, which is it's not real, although it reads now like a sobering documentary. But I wasn't super surprised by this. I do also sort of think like it's a distraction. This is not the most important thing that we should be talking about with regards to things that this administration has done behind closed doors. But I do agree with Jason as well. Like, it wouldn't kill her to just say like, just be like, my bad, that was just tone deaf, sorry.
The report is she did a private apology calling the family. I don't know if she called Megan, but she may have called Cindy McCain, the wife. But that was the thing. And it's just like there are so many things I want an apology from the White House.
Right. The list is just so long now. This is at the bottom of the list.
Right. It's just that this got leaked, and then also you have a daughter who's a prominent figure on television.
Yeah.
So.
I will say this is John. So to give you an idea of stuff John McCain has done, that's more of a. I mean, he is very war hawkish-y, but at least that's a policy thing, and you can call out policy problems. This is the guy who, during a major town hall event, a woman said, "We got to step up against Obama because he's a Muslim, And whereas someone like Trump would very obviously be like, "I don't know, the jury's still out. You're right. Well, I want to see the and at the time was saying, I want to see his birth certificate. John McCain said no. He stopped her, and he said, "No, ma'am. He is a good man, he's an American, and he's a good person." I'm paraphrasing, but he had a very specific moment where everyone was saying we need to go low, we need to get negative to keep people away from the polls. But John McCain, who had been through, and obviously he's gonna oppose Gina Haspel because he was tortured.
Right.
And she was at a black site that tortured people. And she's not like coming out explicitly against it. Things that are very obvious. It's frustrating, but I think this is the kind of thing that you say behind the scenes of the White House because everyone at times can be a terrible person.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it needs to be front and center. Joe Biden said, people have wondered when decency would hit rock bottom with this administration. It happened yesterday. John McCain is a genuine hero, a man of valor whose sacrifices for this country are immeasurable. As he fights for life, he deserves better, so much better. Given the White House's trail of disrespect toward John and others, this staffer is not the exception to the rule. She is the epitome of it. Human booger Mick Mulvaney also made a statement. We don't need to go to the video, but he said, you have to have freedom to speak in a private meeting, to speak candidly. We've all said things in private, especially in smaller groups that we work with, that we'd never say publicly. I get it. Somewhere in the middle.
It's kind of interesting that this was leaked. You know what I mean? Like, I always sort of wonder about leaks with regards to like, did everyone sort of in that room agree like, ooh, people should know about this? Because again, how much stuff is said behind closed doors that we never find out about. So I'm always like a little, I'm always a little suspicious when something is leaked. I'm like,
is this planned?
Why do you want us to know about this?
Yeah.